It's the NFL on EA Sports. And this one features Trent McDuffie. He's one of the last guys you want to target in coverage. It's the Chiefs and the Raiders. And it's coming up next on EA Sports.
Introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. Greg, it's that time of the year. A little bit more urgency. The calendar page turns to November. We kind of know who the good teams are. The midpoint of the NFL season, always a great time to take a step back and look ahead to what's down the road for us.
Yeah.
Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. This is fielded inside the 5. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
He's coming off one of those games, Mike, where he just wasn't good enough. I mean, he wasn't bad by any stretch of the imagination. He was good at times. He just wasn't good enough times. And I think when you're playing the quarterback position and all the focus is on you, your play has such a direct correlation between wins and losses that when you don't play your best, the magnifying glass is on you. So he needs to bounce back this week. He needs to be more productive in the passing game, generate more big plays, and then eliminate the turnovers. He cannot continue to throw the ball to the other team.
You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Here's 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Warren. And he'll get this up to the 44. Hayden Ellis in on that stop. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Back to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, like living in these 3rd and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. So out comes the Kansas City offense to take over for the first time. And there is the guy at the top of the game, Patrick Mahomes, their quarterback.
Coming off a loss last time out, I think the #1 goal today, Mike, is he needs to make a bigger impact on the outcome of today's game. Last week, he was not bad by any stretch of the imagination, but it was really just a modest performance. He was okay. Well, okay at the quarterback position is not a winning formula week in and week out in the NFL. They need him to be a difference maker. They need him to be a dynamic playmaker. He's capable of all those things, and if we can get that level of play out of him today, I think they can expect a different result than last week.
And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only 1. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Gray is the motion man here. Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Zadarius Smith forcing his way in to bring him down. On comes the Chiefs punter as he'll own goal line. Perhaps he didn't get all of it. Their catch is taken right around midfield. The Raiders offense and their running back, Jaylen Warren, set to take over once more. He has run the ball well to this point in the season, right there amongst the NFL leaders in rushing. Back to throw here to begin the drive. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Chris Godwin, the receiver he was looking for, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run straight ahead with Warren. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. Dre Greenlaw in on the tackle. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. They'll throw out of the gun. That is caught. He got Godwin. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Here's a handoff to Warren. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Warren. And he nearly got the 1st down there. We'll give him 9 yards, but setting up a very manageable 3rd and 1. We'll try and run it here with Warren.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
So instead of going for the 1st down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. Pass is kicked. Is good. And the Raiders will take a 3-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
It's Xavier Worthy on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready for their 2nd possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They go play action with Mahomes. This one complete to Oliver.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Mahomes finding Rice for the Kansas City 1st down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. They'll come up here 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Patrick to throw. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He connects with Gray on that one. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make. You have to give him credit, Mike. I mean, that shows a lot of faith in your kicker because that is an ambitious effort from that distance.
The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. They'll start with great field position right at midfield with a first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to let one go, looking for Myers.
His offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one. It is 3rd and 10. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard. 2nd and 11. He'll drop to throw. That is brought in at the 10. And he will get into the end zone. Jakobi Meyers. Touchdown, Raiders. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. Greg, offensive coordinator's script the start of the game. This script has read perfectly. What a great start for this offense.
It just seems like every play this offensive coordinator dials up is perfectly timed and then perfectly executed. They've been aggressive, they've been efficient right since the start of this one. And I'll tell you what, Mike, if they continue to build on this lead here early, this is going to be a long day for this defense.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. Brown now to return it. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Chiefs offense about ready to take over once more. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
On 2nd down, Mahomes. That's going to be caught by Gray.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
Well, Raiders offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early. And we'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
You hear teams talk about it all the time, Mike. Let's win at the point of attack. And boy, this team here early in the 1st quarter, they've done just that.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. A run up the middle with Warren. Well, they weren't going to get him the 2nd time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. We are through one. It's the Raiders with the early lead. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. On the ground, this is Warren. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Here's a 3rd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. Gets that one complete to his tight end, Bowers. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here comes the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
I'm thinking, Mike, they might have had a little tendency on him or been tipped off pre-snap, because it seemed to me like that defense was just ready and waiting for the jet sweep. There wasn't a whole lot he could do. He takes the loss.
And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. He'll look to throw. Looking middle, and he's got Myers. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him. He really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Here comes Worthy to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he is right up there in touchdown passes, as you see on that graphic. Currently 2nd in the NFL at this point in the season. That is caught down the field. It's Worthy. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
Doing a nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now a give on the ground. Has some room inside the 30. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25.
Man, how nice is it to have a guy like this? He's your backup running back, but he's kind of a change of pace. He's got that home run ability, and he showed it there. That was a heck of a run.
1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Nothing there, fortunate just to get back to the line, and that'll set up 2nd and goal. Throwing now, Mahomes. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
Goes without saying, Mike, you have to be smart with the ball, especially down here in the red zone. You're already in scoring position. And I understand they're trying to come away with a touchdown, but at the very least, come away with 3. Worst case scenario is you turn the ball over and you come away with nothing. They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Raiders offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man. That's Trey Tucker. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Back to throw. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Got a man left side. It's caught. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Las Vegas. And a special moment as the rookie catches his 1st NFL touchdown.
And the more they can develop this young tight end, Mike, it just gives this quarterback additional weapons, and it's just going to make this offense even more difficult to stop.
A tight end, his 1st career NFL touchdown. Do you remember yours?
Oh, man, I'll tell you, I could recall it like it was yesterday, Mike. We were up Sunday night, primetime game, Lambeau Field against Brett Favre and the Green Bay Packers. And the previous play, Brian Urlacher recovered a fumble probably around the 20, 25-yard line. Brian Griese was our quarterback for Chicago, and the ensuing play threw it up to the left corner of the end zone. And, Mike, guess who called the game? None other than the legendary John Madden.
Brown now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Chiefs offense headed back to take over once more. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. To throw is Mahomes. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page. Pretty difficult, seem a lot easier.
And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. He'll tuck it and take off. A gain there of 27 yards.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
They send him right out of the slot. 1st and 10 for Mahomes. To the sideline, caught by Worthy.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. 3rd and 6.
Third down and 6 yards to go.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Inside the 10, it is caught. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on them.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try here on 2nd and goal. Here's a run going left. And they'll stretch him out to the sideline, but he'll be taken down for a loss. So the last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs are back within 2 scores.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Raiders offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Bowers. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Blitz coming, he'll throw it. To the left side, it is caught by Myers. 13 yards on the catch there. Good for a Raider 1st down. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. He'll drop to throw. Pass thrown deep for Godwin. And that is incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. On 3rd down, they go with Warren. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down. Although it didn't appear that he got it by much. He needed 4. He got 4 on 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. To the left side, to Godwin. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Now the Raiders going to use their 3rd and final timeout. They get 12 yards on that pass. 1st down, Vegas. Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. This a 44-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Raiders going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. 4 seconds still to be played in this half as that one's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. On first down, it's Mahomes. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That is brought in. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Kapri Bibbs, a touchdown run in the victory. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Chiefs offense and their running back set to go once more. As we give you a look at the league's leaders in receiving touchdowns, you can see he's second best among NFL running backs at this point in the year. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down. Gray is the motion man here. On third down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. Now, faking the give. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away. They go down. It's an incompletion. On the handoff, this is Warren. And he'll take this up to the 30. Pick up a 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. Now they'll set up to throw. Gets that one complete to his tight end, Bowers.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
A carry here for Warren. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. They send Godwin in motion. They'll look to throw. That's to the right side and caught by Bowers. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 2 times they've connected on this drive now. This one for 21 yards and a first down. They'll throw out of the gun. Gets this one into the hands of his receiver, Godwin. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. They send Godwin in motion. They run with Warren. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up fourth down.
And that is no good. He missed it. And they are not able to add on to their big lead.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard.
At the 50-yard line.
Now Mahomes. He's going to air this one out. That is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Here's Mahomes. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Mahomes now to throw again. This one caught at the 4. And room to operate as he takes it down to the 2. Big play coming up. 3rd and goal. To the air once more. It's Mahomes. He puts it up, and it's caught. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, Chiefs. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And really, he has not produced a whole lot of highlights as we thought about coming in that he could be a featured back in this one. Instead, no running lanes, no room to operate, stuck at the line of scrimmage, and generally taking this offense out of its flow. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He gets this one to Tucker. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Now a 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, not only getting outside the pocket, buying more time for his receivers, but then finding a man open who's able to pick up enough to move the chains.
They'll look to throw again. Hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw yet again. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
In these situations, Mike, you really just have 2 options. You can either try to force the issue and push the ball downfield, looking to get past the sticks, or the second option, which you saw here, try to catch the defense in pass mode, sneak a draw. In this case, they're ready for it. No gain, 4th down.
So, here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. The drive will start on the ground, and the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Mahomes now on 2nd down. To the left side in the hands of Rice. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
There's a reason certain guys, Mike, just always seem to be open. It's really because route running is more art than it is science. How do you manipulate the defense to find open spots or win versus man to create separation and earn the trust of your quarterback?
Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
At the 40-yard line.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He'll go underneath here. The running back out of the backfield.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
18 yards on the connection. And the Chiefs have a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he will have a Chiefs first down, maybe by about a yard, as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Important one here. Want to keep this drive moving. Got to pick up 3rd and 4. Throwing is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. Big moment for a guy who's made some big kicks in his career, Harrison Butker. This to get back to a 1-possession game. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within 1 score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. In motion is Myers. We'll start this on the ground with Warren. Not much happening there, just a short game. Here's a 2nd and 9. Back to throw. He's going to run it. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. They'll run the toss with Warren. And this is going to be a Raiders 1st down as he gets this up to the 42.
Simple play to call, but complex to execute. A toss play is beautiful, Mike, when a team hits it like they just did. We can see why they're a fan of the toss. Healthy game, and they pick up the 1st down.
Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Open man downfield, he's got his tight end, Bowers. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a 1st down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Warren. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down, or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
So now it's Tyler Bass on in a big spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
The home team's offense ready to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
And they're going to get the 1st down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them.
That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. Got a man over the middle. It's Worthy. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. This one complete to Oliver. And he's going to be taken down at about the 30.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
1st and 10 for Mahomes. Working the right side, taken in by Rice. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a 1st down in this spot.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Now a give up the middle. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down.
The 5-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 7.
Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. And he will score! Game on! Xavier Worthy! Touchdown, Kansas City. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
The kick is good. Important point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the 4th quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
A gain of 12. And the Las Vegas first down.
They'll send their tight end left. They'll look to throw. First down throw there is incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete. Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
He'll try and run it here with Warren. And he'll get to the 48, and that's going to be good enough. It'll pick up a first down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They send Godwin in motion. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll stay on the ground with Warren. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Whistles here. We have another stoppage. Timeout called by the defense with 1:53 remaining. 1st and 10. Once again, it's Warren. And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's 2nd down. Here's a handoff to Warren. And a nice run there as he surges forward. A gain of 8 and sets up 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Gets that one complete to his tight end Bowers.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
So this one, a win for the visiting Raiders. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. Have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.